what inspired you to take up engineering as a profession?
If you go to my LinkedIn profile, you will know. But the thing is, actually, there are two things. One is natural wonders, second one is man-made wonders. So first one is always inspire me for the second one for me. So that's why I chose engineering as profession.
So how was your learning curve from a student to a pro today?
Yes. Actually, I started as a diploma student.
Okay.
First, my diploma is in civil engineering. So when I started, it is totally new for me. So coming on at graduation level, there is a development in the analysis part, structure, materials, everything. Then after that, when I came to industry, it is totally different from the college. So here, I started to seek challenges to implement what I have learned in the college. So that I started from my career itself. So slowly, I familiarized with the total part of the engineering. So I can now challenge that I can do anything.
So what various challenges do you face as a structural engineer?
Especially if you are designing for manufacturing sector or oil and gas sector. So you have to keep in mind that the actual functional requirement of the process. So they will be giving just their requirement only. Their functional requirement they will provide, and architect will provide their designs, and various other disciplines also involved in the engineering process. So you have to fulfill all the aspects of the engineering when you are developing a structure, foundation, anything. So during that time you will face challenges like, for example, I have made a shell project in Singapore. There they have that they want to make a scissor lift platform, which they don't want it from the ground, and they want a open type of platform. For that I have, because the structure is steel, so I specifically sat for that one, and I made that platform and analyzed it, and then provided it to the process engineer of the shell. So he saw it and he was amused by that one, the design. So like that, these challenges will be coming and going like that in engineering. So you cannot say which challenge is major one.
So how do you see the adoption of rolled section in the Indian construction community?
Here I want to say something actually. Present Indian rolled sections which are very old profiles, that has to be brought in the new forms, because in present design you cannot use it everywhere. So that's why some people going to prefabricated structures in pre-engineered buildings. Now, if we can make a standard for proper profiles with the new requirements, including the new requirements, parallel flanges, like now we have NPS sections, WPB sections. Previously it was not there, but these are now nobody is using these in all the designs. If we can utilize these NPS and WPB sections, which in the present design, they are most economical. So one of my projects I used these sections, NPS section, WPB sections. So these are alternative to the normal road sections. So these will come in 250 grade and 350 grade both.
How about parallel flange sections?
Parallel flange, the WPB is also parallel flange section. So NPB is equivalent to verticalized, normalized section like ISMB. And parallel flange sections, WPB is equivalent to WHB, heavy beam sections. So in that we need to expect some more involvement from the standard organization, standards organization.
So if you can change one thing in our construction practices in India, what would that change be?
Timelines.
Sorry?
Timelines.
From
From the engineering perspective and execution perspective.
what?
Because most of the time engineering have less time in the design stage. So it will be a challenge for you, but for that you need all inputs in the starting itself. For that the total actual structural format and everything has to be placed in the starting itself. So mostly that will not happen in the manufacturing sector and all those things.
So whose role is
So
important over here?
here the owner's role is more. Owner should have the predefined requirement, because most of the times future parts will not be considered in the present design. So later it will be added to the design. So that will be little bit difficult, but that has to be taken care in the starting of the design.
How has been your relationship with steel?
Very well, excellent.
So you feel what are the benefits of using steel?
Just now we heard about this CO2 emission from Jayesh. I agree with him, but partially disagree with him, because we are using steel as an alternative to concrete, not as a complete solution we are using, because we have to use the steel, but use wisely and economically where it is required. So steel is providing form to the structures, so we have to optimize in the design how much we can do, reduce the cross section, increase the strength.
Pricing wise, what is your take?
So once you optimize the section size, automatically pricing will be reduced. So that has to be taken care in the only design stage only. So you have to use less steel and more robust structure. So for that we have so many things, so many forms in the steel: pre-EB, prefabricated, modular designs, tensegrity structures.
So what is your feel on modular buildings? What is the future of modular buildings in India? What do you think?
More future for modular buildings, because everybody wants a ready-made thing. So most of the cases what happens, if you can't carry heavy structure to the site, so for that you have to break down the structure, you have to use splicing, you have to use the modular with the what is the tonnage also you have to keep in mind how much you can lift up. So based upon that you have to make your structure. So you have to introduce joints, but nobody wants joints, but for the modular structure joint is a main requirement to length of the structure.
What areas of applications you see of modular buildings? What new areas where modular structures can be used?
Presently pipe racks are used as modular structures, pipe racks and large span buildings. There you have to do modular structures, and wherever you don't have you have the transportation, but you don't have the production facility. So like you are building somewhere else, but you have to get it from the on road or something else. So for that you need modular structures. So that area we have to first identify whether modular is required or we can do in the site.
So which is your best work in steel so far, and what is special about it?
2-3 things are there. One is Shell Marina project in the Singapore. There I have lead the total grease manufacturing plant. That is my first manufacturing project.
What are the
That was the
specialty
best.
What was the specialty of that project?
In that project, everything is driven by the process, not by the structure. So we have to utilize our design as per their process requirements. So I have designed whatever they asked, and we have provided a good solution for that one. And that was executed by Punjaloid.
How do you come up with?
And here, if you see in Mundra, this ingot wafer factory which I just now presented, this is also a challenging project because it is a totally parallel engineering. So you first constructed the building, then after that you are adding into the buildings. So you will get requirement like walkable false ceilings and the additional structures inside, additional platforms. So for that we already consider for loading part. So just design part we have to introduce in the requirement. So that I already have taken.
How do you create those innovations in your structures? Like wherever there is a problem, you come up with a solution. What inspires you, or what exactly makes you get those solutions?
Root cause analysis. First, you have to know what is the actual requirement of the process or somebody, whichever the discipline he is asking something. You have to keep in mind what he is asking actually. What you want to build, that is not the criteria. So first you have to understand the requirement. Then after that you have to develop the design to suit the process and functional conditions. So for that I always make the case studies and I read the literature regarding the structures and engineering. So what is done in somewhere, what is done somewhere. So for that you will be having some experience that can utilize in the present design. At the same time, you must have perfect analysis. You must have the analysis part of the structure, how it works, how the structure works. So if you know how the structure works, you can design whatever the way you want.
Correct. Very true. So which international steel specific project inspires you the most for its structural elegance?
This is specifically Burj Khalifa. So it is a very tall building and it has to withstand higher wind speeds at that elevations. So for that you have to form a core and you have to build around that core. So that type of task will be challenging during the design stage as well and the construction stage as well. So that type of works will be very challenging to the designer especially, because designer has to take care of the structural part and means the robustness part and the loading part. At the same time construction requirement, how they are going to execute, that also you have to keep in mind. So accordingly you have to design that structure, and especially the functional requirement, architect requirement, that is the first thing, because you have to give the look to the building also with your structure.
So again, just want to elaborate the answer. How do you update and upgrade with the changing time?
I read journals, I use my leisure just focusing on the design analysis part of the buildings and how we can support the architects. That always I keep learning. So what will be the requirement? So if you want to that requirement, how will you live? For example, this Statue of Unity. If you see from the outside, you will see just Sardar Patel, but inside there is a massive structure inside. So that was done by engineers. So I keep updating my knowledge. regarding
So this is quick fire segment. Your college name and place, the location of the college.
so to start with the
From where you
college,
did your engineering.
I completed my engineering from Usmania University in Hyderabad. I completed my engineering there. I completed master is also there.
So your total years of experience.
So I have 19 plus years of experience, both in steel and RCC. I have done both steel and RCC.
Who's your idol or mentor?
Hmm?
Who is your idol or mentor?
My mentor is my presently no specific mentor is there for me, so I am self learner mostly. But during our college times, it is Mr. Srinivasulu, Mr. N. Srinivasulu, who is our lecturer and HOD of the civil department.
What is your mantra for success?
Keep updating.
What do you want to be remembered as?
What
What do you want to be remembered as?
I want to remember as a specialist in designs,
Specialist in?
specialist in designs, especially modern.
So, any steel projects you are currently working on? The name and the location.
Oh, Kutch Copper Limited. Recently, I have worked for. Now I came into the MSPVL project, Mundra Solar Photovoltaic Limited, and one more is Mundra Solar Technologies, this ingot wafer project, and the extension of this one, partly green hydrogen, and in polysilicon, MG silicon also. Now presently budget study stage I am involving for the proposals part. So later they come to the design stage, I will be involving them.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It was a pleasure talking to you.